What's up, my man and rebuild warriors? My name is David. I'm bringing you the rebuild of the Arizona Cardinals. We are in week 6 of franchises an 8-team rebuild. Um, we rebuild against ourselves. If you're not aware, we started in the playoffs of this past season, had a draft and everything like that. So I'm going to get into you what the Arizona Cardinals have done so far to get their team to 3-2 and second in the division, a very tough division, as you can see. Seahawks are absolutely wretched, but we have the 49ers with a great overall, and the scrappy Cardinals, and the Rams team, who is they're old, but they're in there. They got a lot of Geritol going on here. But let's take a look at the roster before we get into anything else. Kyler Murray, you know that big deal that he has. He's fast. We put them. I'm sorry. Let me go back here for a second. Jumping around. Their head coach is Andy Tater. He's a made-up guy. Um, and the scheme they're running, doing well for them. They're running Baltimore. I wanted to use Kyler Murray's legs. Wasn't thrilled with his ability to pass. He's not a superstar development or anything. He's only a star anymore. And they rock Atlanta's 3-4 playbook. So that's what the Arizona Cardinals got going on for them. I almost said Carolina Panthers. They're another one of our focus teams, and we just covered them in last week. What was going on with them? All right, so let's get into the roster. Who they got? Obviously, we talked about Kyler Murray, trying to build him up. He's 27. Maybe we can build him up in the next couple of years. They made a big free agency acquisition in Cam Akers, giving him a decent deal. Looking good so far. I think he could be a little bit better. And then they added one of the fastest running backs, if not the fastest running back in the draft, in Jalen Wright. Just kind of waiting to get his shot there. And of course, they had Amari DeMarcado. I can't believe he's 25 now, but it's crazy. He was a rookie last year, and he's the same age as Cam Akers, coming off an injury. But we want to rush the ball. Fullback really doesn't matter. For most of the beginning of the season, I would say about halfway through the season, Marquise Brown was the starting wide receiver. Right now, Moore does not start, and actually, I think someone I would like to trade going forward because he's a little small and undersized. And their second draft pick in the first round was Xavier Legette. He was listed as 6'3". We bumped him down to 6'2" after combine, but he's a freak. Hidden development, 96 speed and acceleration, 6'2", 227. Maybe just a faster Larry Fitzgerald, question mark. But he's now the starting wide receiver. He hasn't really taken off yet, but he's getting there. So, and then we have Trey McBride and Elijah Higgins, super fast tight end core here. Nick Muse, nice and strong, good blocker. It's decently young, so they got the tight ends. Their first overall pick, they had the second overall pick, and they traded back with a draft day deal from 2 to down to with the Tennessee Titans were drafting, and the Titans gave them a bunch of picks, which they used quite well. So they took Joe Alt. I believe he was the first offensive lineman to go. He's hidden development, 79 overall. DJ Humphries backs him up. Hopefully we can cut DJ Humphries soon, or at least trade him away. We got depth there. Lincoln Thompson, I believe, was a free agency signing. Yeah, that looks like it. So was Ted Karras. Well, Anderson's been here. And of course, Paris Johnson was their first round draft pick 2 years ago. And then in the second round, they really needed to beef up their defensive line, and Chris Jenkins, hidden development, I believe. He was. Now he's still hidden. Yep, second round. This is one of their picks they used in the second round. Chris Jenkins beefing up that middle. They added Deatrice Wise Jr. in free agency, and then Mason Smith, another guy they added in the second round. hidden development. These guys are beasts. And BJ Ojolari was last year's draft pick, coming on playing that outside linebacker spot. Samuel Mandan, middle linebacker, not hidden development, no star, but he's like top 5 in tackles, doing really well. Owen Popo, I mean, they're not high overall, but they're fast and productive middle linebacking core for sure. Davon Collins, he's solid, not bad. And then we added Bryce Hall. Garrett Williams was a draft pick for them. Chris Abrams Draney, I think he was a 3rd round pick. Best corner in the draft. Only a star, but the fastest corner in the draft. They have Charles Clark. He's not really that great. So they could use some help in the secondary a little bit. Jalen Thompson's solid. They have Brandon Hill. Buda Baker is nice. And then they added later in the draft Kyrie Jackson. Plays. We dropped Buda in the box, and Kyrie plays strong safety. And they added Slide, his 99 kick power, and I believe, and we signed Corey Joquez. I don't know how to say his name, but 299 kickers, kicker and punter. And look, they got more picks to go, man. They've really done well with stockpiling picks the last 3 years. Doing well for them, just trading back, Hopefully we just get Kyler Murray going, but they run the ball quite well. Kyler is a problem. Let's take a look at their schedule and how they got here. 2 straight losses and now 3 straight wins. I mean, they're looking for revenge before the bye week against the 49ers. They gave them, it was close to the end. 49ers scored 13 points in the 4th and got the game in like the final minute. Not enough time for Kyler Murray to do anything. That was a big game for Marquise Hollywood Brown. Like, yeah, really struggled at the beginning as the number 2 wide receiver. The Commanders are another one of our franchise focus teams. And it was pretty much us playing against ourselves. Couldn't get the running game going. And you can see where Brown's starting to fade a little bit. This is a good defensive win. Lions really struggled in the beginning of the season, so we caught them at a good time. Some really big runs from Kyler Murray and Cam Akers. Jalen Wright's just waiting in the wings, man. I really want to give that guy. If they start falling a little bit, you're gonna see Jalen Wright get pushed into the starting lineup. And then this is a really good win. I mean, Thursday night game, and they just absolutely at the end in the 4th quarter poured it on the Seahawks, are a really bad team. Again, more rushing from our crew here. Xavier get 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. And then against another one of our franchise teams on the road, doing it again, just running the ball all over the place. So they're a running team. And if you saw them play the Eagles this past year, they just ran it down their throats, man. So it was a good win. Good stretch here going into the bye week, and a lot of, oh my lord, 5 straight road games. Yikes. Luckily they have the bye and they're to break it up. I mean, they got a decent schedule there. So that's a breakdown of how they get to 3-2. Let's look at the stats. Focus over here. Offensively, they're only 20th, so that can be an improvement. Defensively, they're 21st. They could improve in that. They're a very young team. Points scored, 14th. Points allowed, 11th. That's nice. Kyler Murray. I mean, that's decent, man. I mean, 5-1, not bad. It's the playbook he's in. It doesn't throw for a lot of yards because, I mean, 7.2 a rush. Jalen Wright 7.4 rush. Don't get hurt, Cam. The league is praying you don't get hurt. You're just gonna go off. So, I might change the playbook for them depending how the season goes, just to get receiving numbers up and passing numbers up. But right now, it's about trying to get wins, and it's a good playbook they're in. It facilitates wins, in my opinion. Mason Smith and where is he at? I don't think he has a sack yet. Chris Jenkins just haven't gotten their sacks yet, but it's okay. It's all right. I don't think any of them got an award. Yeah, not yet. No award winners yet. They're a scrappy team. Let's look at who needs to be re-signed. And we'll do some re-signings here. Possibly. Buda Baker definitely needs to be brought in. This is one of the reasons why I want to trade Rondell Moore. Just undersized. I don't like him. Will Anderson, yeah, he's going to finish out his career here. I'm not sure about the rest of these guys. They were just kind of brought in to add depth. So really the only guy that we really want to sign, look, we have $95 million in cap space, and we want to start negotiations here with our boy. We're going to bump it up a little bit here, give him what he wants, make him an offer that hopefully he cannot refuse. Oh, I earned a trophy. I'm a deal maker. Look at that. Buda Baker re-signing with the squad. Good stuff, man. Rondell Moore, I'm not sure, man. Doesn't have a development. We want a bigger guy there, I think. So that's really the only signing we have. As far as trades go, let's take a look at the league here, at the standings. I've gone through this in other videos. Let's see if there's any new teams really here. I mean, the Eagles don't really have anybody. The Broncos really don't have anybody. I don't see the Seahawks and their team trading with each other. A team within their division trading with each other. Jets really don't have anybody that's open for trade. And I don't know what to do about the Falcons and Vikings. We'll take a look at them, but I don't think they really have anybody either. And that tie really that they had with each other really makes it hard to make a deal with them right now, because they still have a chance with a win this week to get back into it. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with trading with them, but we can take a look at Falcons, see if they have anybody. I mean, they did just acquire Ritter. Like Tyler Allgeier's not a guy. Lad McConkey. Guys, gotta get him involved. What are you doing a lad here? Kyle Pitts had signed a new deal, so that wasn't a possibility. That's a shame. Yeah, you guys are blocking. First of all, he's not even the right scheme fit. It sucks. We'll help them make changes though. This guy is definitely. Ooh, I believe he's hidden development. Nope. playing over Abichetti. They didn't really need him. Bobby Wagner went. Billy Gay's been playing nice for them. Yeah, like Kamari Lasser, he needs to be, I think, a little bit faster. Mark Phillips. Yeah, they got like nobody to trade for. Bates, he's got a big deal. Dude, they got nothing that I really see they can trade for. What about the Vikings? I mean, if you can think of a deal, let me know. Kirk Cousins is still there. Cam Ward. They signed Eckler. Now Jonathan Brooks. Got to get him in that starting lineup. Justin Jefferson got a new deal. Jordan Addison. Osborne plays nicely for them. They don't really have anybody there. They drafted Brock Bowers. What a waste. I mean, they got freaking talent. Six, 7 center? That don't even make sense. Jesus. Yeah, they resigned a lot of their guys. Is Ivan Pace available? Is he got a development? No. Cooper DeJean, Lewisine. Now that's someone to trade for right there. Jay Ward. Anyone need a safety? That could be a guy right there. And corner-wise, Blackman anything? He's star. Someone to go after. Caleb Evans, not star. Wow. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really see a trade partner, but yeah, that's the breakdown of rebuilding the Cardinals so far. Got a big game this coming week. That video will be dropping. Well, this week 6 will probably have already been played by the time you see this video. So we'll see if Arizona can take first place. Tough for them, for sure. But tell me what you think of the Arizona Cardinals. What would you like me to do with them going forward? Would you like to see a scheme change? Would you like them to get out of running the ball so much and passing more and getting Xavier Leggett and now Chiefs wide receiver and Hollywood Brown going? What do we do with Rondale Moore? Do we trade him even though we're in the playoffs hunt right now? Do we move Rondale Moore for something? And who? To who? So yeah, let me know what you think. And again, this is an 8-team rebuild. We have a team in every division. We rebuild against ourselves, but you can see every game is simulated, and we have podcasts to let you know where the stats are, who had the best weeks, and everything like that. It's a full in-depth rebuild. It's unique. I don't think there's anything like this in Madden. I think it's very cool. So let me know what you think. Tell me what you want to see done with the Arizona Cardinals, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.